Ernest Jones is with us. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's good to talk to you again. And before we get into your situation and everything, just as far as you look at this season, you played 10 games with this team. You didn't get a chance to start the year with them, but you played the majority of the season with them. Now, I know you'll have a lot of time to reflect, but do you look at your season and just your time here as a success, even though it didn't result in the postseason?
No, most definitely. I came in short notice, if you would say, and came in, had to learn a brand new playbook and come in and perform. And I think I played well. Definitely could have played better. And I'm looking forward to continuing to grow with this group because I believe we have something special.
Well, Ernest, the defense was fixed the second you got here, man. I mean, it's a pretty amazing year that you had. There's a lot of adversity for you. You get traded, and then you get traded again. You play the same team twice in a row. You play your old team twice. What was that like facing off against the Rams? I know the first time you played them was kind of a whirlwind at the time, but what was it like going against your own team? Did you have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder?
Yes, most definitely. Going into the game, you definitely have that chip on your shoulder. But for me, it's no hard feelings, no bad blood between me. I gave LA everything that I had, and just like I'm doing Seattle. So for me, it was just fun to get the opportunity to go up against the guys you win against, and you can actually see yourself going against them and taking them to the ground now.
Hey, Ernest, you talk about learning a new playbook. You didn't have the benefit of mini camp and training camp with this team to learn it, so it's on the fly. At what point did you feel like, all right, now it's second nature, I've got this?
I think around the second Arizona game, I still don't have it all the way now. Like, there's still some stuff a lot of stuff that I'm going to clean up this offseason and get fixed, but I think around the Arizona game, I started to get a lot more comfortable.
Did you? Is it going to be just get right to workouts, or is there there's some things that physically that you need to take care of before you get back to working out full blast?
Oh, it's going to be relaxing. It's going to be the relaxation, and then I'm going to get back to work. Okay. But this has been a year for me and my family, and we're going to enjoy it. I've earned this opportunity that I'm going to get, and we'll see. Go and see what happens.
Yeah, well, obviously that's been the question. I know you've been asked 800 times by this point. Where are you going to be? What's the future hold? And you've made it clear you'd love to stay here in Seattle, and it sounds like they want you to stay here, and it's a matter of finding the right number, the right deal there for you. Are you feeling pretty confident something gets done here?
Yes, I'm feeling pretty confident here. I think both sides, want to get something done. We just got to come to a mutual agreement, and and whatever those numbers or whatever those situations or whatever that may be, that's what that's going to be. But, I think both sides are, working towards that, and I think it will.
It's nice for you to have a defensive-minded coach. Tell us about Mike Macdonald and what he said to you when you got here and how it played out, and, what was the conversation like at the end of the year?
Mike was just telling me to kind of come in and just be myself. We haven't really ran across each other, but he's heard of me, and he just wanted me to come in and just be myself and, do the things that I do well and just, continue to work with the guys. Mike's a great head coach. Just love, going to war with him. And I could see myself doing that for a while. And, the message today was just basically, it sucks that we didn't make the postseason. But the foundation that we built this year, we can build off that coming in next year, and we can really be something, really good.
Does it feel like this team is right? I mean, 10 wins, you're right there. You're on the verge of a playoff spot, obviously. But just in terms of looking at a team that's a legit contender for a title, do you feel like, I mean, Mike Macdonald, say what you want about him, they get stuff done when it's not right. I mean, they brought you in. They get rid of the 2 linebackers that they picked up in the offseason. They get rid of the center who retired. They bring in somebody else. Obviously, we know the news today. Ryan Grubb has been released. It seems like there's not a lot of hesitation. If he doesn't feel like something's right, it gets changed.
We have a good team, and I think we start hitting this thing on all cylinders. I think Super Bowl is not far off in my mind. But, of course, we have to come in and put the work in. And, winning the Super Bowl, it's all hard work, and you got to have a little bit of luck, too. So we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I love Coach Mike, and I love what he brings to this team. I love the foundation he's building here, and I'd love to be a part of it.
Hey, Ernest, it looks like you really brought Tyrice Knight along. I mean, the rookie, he started playing better when you got here. Tell us about, some of the things that you said to him and the kind of year that you thought he had as a rookie.
For me, I think Tyrice was already like God-given talent, and his ability is there. But of course, when you're young, you have to go through those growing pains. So Tyrice's going to be a really good linebacker in this league, man. Just the way he goes at it, he works at it, and you could tell he wants it. He's hungry. And I think he had a great year. Was up for Rookie of the Week 1 week, Pepsi Rookie of the Week at one point, and he won it, as a matter of fact. So, I think he definitely had, great games, and he's going to continue to get better.
Hey, just from your perspective as a guy that's been in the league for a couple of years now, 4 years, you got a chance to play with two guys that we spend a lot of time talking about on this defense, and that's Devin Witherspoon and that's Leonard Williams. Just as a guy that's out there with them, play in, play out, what makes them stand out?
Devin Witherspoon is like, I've never had since I've been in the league, like a favorite player in the league, like, oh, that's my favorite player. Devin Witherspoon is my favorite player. Like, I'm amazed watching the stuff that he can do, the way his body does the things that he does. Like, that man is, and like Leo is just like a monster, like snub from the Pro Bowl. But I mean, my guy, like, it's beautiful playing with those guys, beautiful playing behind Leo.
How much does it, when you see a guy like Spoon, and it's kind of hard to explain. Like, I call him Gumby because, man, he folds around blocks and he's everywhere. When you see a guy like that on film and you play the same way, that's got to raise the level, right? Of everybody going, okay, this is our standard.
No, for sure. That's one thing we built this year, and I believe we finished off on a strong note that our standard is what we're going to abide by. I think the foundation here is going to be great, and I think everything's going to be perfect.
Hey, Ernest, just as far as, getting used to your new teammates, obviously you're learning a new system, new playbook, but what was that? I don't know how many of these guys you knew coming in, but you're kind of like the new kid in school. You show up. How long did it take before you felt like, these are my guys, I'm comfortable here, and it just that relationship? How long does it take to develop that?
For sure. Immediately I could tell, these guys play the game the right way. They play, and they play defense the right way, and they want to win, they want to attack, and they want to be smothering. So I knew those guys were guys that I could connect with on the field. But off the field, it's even better, man. It took me about maybe a week, man, and the guys started making jokes with me, and that's when I knew I was in there. So.
Hey, Ernest, so as far as getting settled and everything, I know during the season it's hard to do that, and I know you got a family and everything. Are you starting to kind of put down roots? Is it, something that maybe you're going to hang out in this area, or are you going to go home? Tell us about what you're going to do this offseason.
I don't know yet. I mean, we bought a house in L.A., so potentially could go back and do off-season there. But we'll see. I haven't, got that far yet. All I know is it's been a year for me, and I'm ready to go relax.
So are you somebody that'll, you're going to go relax and everything? Does that include watching the playoffs and the Super Bowl, or are you somebody, if I'm not in it, I don't want to watch it?
I don't watch the Super Bowl, but I'll say I don't. I don't watch the end of the Super Bowl. And then I watch the playoff games.
You don't watch the end of the Super? Why is that?
I just can't. I want to be there.
You're just talking the trophy presentation?
Proud of those, yeah, like that part. I'm proud of those guys, happy for them, but I want to be there.
Oh, that's good. That's a good goal to have. That'll be the next time you pay attention is when we win a Super Bowl.
That's when we're up there and we're celebrating.
Well, Ernest, congratulations on the year that you had individually, and the team getting to 10 wins, I think, is a big deal. You were such a huge addition to that defense, and as Dave said, it really turned around once you showed up. So I think I can speak for all the Seahawk fans out there and saying we really hope to see you back in a Seahawks uniform next season. It sounds like you want that too. So hopefully there are no bumps in the road. That gets done, and we look forward to talking to you down the road. Thanks so much for the time this season, man.
No, for sure. Thank y'all.